Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. As you already know, it's Director Veb, and today I also got two cameras that we're going to compare here on this channel. So without wasting much time, let's just head straight into the intro. I got the Nikon D7000 versus the Nikon D5100. Pardon me guys, because I'm not sure if the name is Nikon or Nikon. I see some pronounce it Nikon, some pronounce it Nikon. I'm not sure which it is, but yes, I'm just going to switch between the two. The Nikon D7000 was released in 2010, which I believe it's roughly around 12 to 13 years now. I mean, it's quite a while. So this one is also not so long. It was also released right after this one, I think a year difference. This one is 2011. So yes, they've both been in the market for a while. Hence, this is a comparison between the two. I know it's not really that much of a fair comparison, but I guess it's being similar or having similar specifications, and also it's having almost similar release dates makes it a fair comparison to compare, I mean, both cameras on the channel. So heading straight into the specifications, this particular camera that I have, which is the D7000, is a mid-range camera. I'm not gonna say it's a pro camera, even though the body is kinda bigger and also heavier than this particular one. I won't say it's that much of a difference from the two. I mean, I think if you guys can see from the look out here, there is a bit of similarities, and also there is a bit of differences between the two. The Nikon D7000 does not have any articulating screen. Yes, so if you are someone that relies on vlogging or someone that relies on flippy screen for any type of video or any type of work, I think this is going to be a big problem for you, because you are not going to be able to pop up any screen. All you can do is to look directly to the screen, unless you use an external monitor, as most of you guys do know. So when we talk about the D5100, this is an entry-level camera, all right? This, when you hold it, you can actually feel, I mean, the buttons, the grips, you can feel how it's built. It's not as compared to this particular one. And I think if I'm to compare this to the Canon series, this might probably be somewhere of the 500D or the 600D type of body build. It does have an articulating screen that makes it very great, especially if you want to do a video like what I'm currently doing. So yes, it does rotate, it does articulate, it does all the flippy tilty thing. No, not tilt, it does articulate. So yeah, it's quite an advantage over this one, especially if you are a video shooter. They both shoot 16.2. Let's just stick to 16. So they do shoot 16.2 megapixel. These images that I'm going to display on the screen was taken on the D7000, but I guess it's similar quality and similar processor and sensor. I mean, so I'm going to display both images for both cameras. These are the images and the sample footages that I shot a couple of days ago, and it was paired with the kit lens 1855, nothing really heavy on it. I also think it also depends on the type of lens that you pair with the camera body, because when you talk about the D7000, a lot of pro photographers do use this particular camera, especially for it's having a couple of features over the D5100, which I'm going to tap on very soon. The next thing that I'm going to list here will have to be the video quality. Okay, they both shoot full HD, not 4K, so we can consider it somehow depending on the type of work that you do. You do get 1920, which is a full HD, and you do get it from 24 frames, and you also get it on 30 frames. They both do not have any slow-mo capabilities, so if you are someone that want to really dial in and do some cinematic moves, slow things down, fast forward things, I would suggest you look elsewhere, because this is not the right camera for you. I would say the huge differences will have to be the placement of the buttons, because they do have different look, they do feel different, and overall they are not the same in terms of appearance. So when I'm holding the Nikon D7000, it feels way too different from the D5100. So here you can see that you do get some pro features like the top LCD, which you do not get on the Nikon D5100. You also do get a couple of buttons which the this D5100 does not have. The first thing is Here with the Nikon D7000, if you want to switch between photo and video mode, you use this button here to do the switching. But on this particular one, it's on top here, which you need to flip in. So you can see there is a bit of trade-off here, and you guys can see that they also place some silver buttons here, which I'm not sure what that simply means. Maybe to differentiate between the pro level one and the mid-range one, because this one is blackout, but this one got the silver thingy, and it feels like a hobbyist camera. So those are going to be the couple of differences that they do have between the two. With the D5100, it uses this particular small battery here. Yeah, they do use the, how do you call it, the ENEL14, and I believe this one is the 15. Yeah, so I think this one is the ENEL15. So they are not the same, but they look almost identical. So even with the batteries, they do differ. If you're a professional photographer, I will highly suggest maybe you check the Nikon D7000, simply because it does have a top LCD here, and the body is also built like a tank. I mean, this particular unit that I'm having has been through a whole lot, but it still functions great. Another thing is it's also got a dual SD card, so I mean, photographers and videographers are really going to love this particular one. When it comes to input on the Nikon D5100, you do get your microphone jack, you do get your AV out, and you also get your USB. Unfortunately, there's no USB on the Nikon D5100, sorry about that. You also do get HDMI output. So with the D7000, you do get more than what this one actually offers. So you do get your HDMI, you get your USB slot, you get your AV out, you do get your microphone as well. Not that much of a difference, but I guess it is there if ever you need it. They are both not a full frame camera. They are both APS-C or crop sensors. Yes, none of them are full frame, so that is something that you should always bear in mind. Like I said, if you're a pro photographer, I'll highly suggest you go with the D7000 if ever you do have the budget for it. Obviously, it's having some additional features, and the extra bulky body and all that is going to be a little more expensive than this one. But if you are someone that do not care about the pro features, the dual SD card, and you really want something affordable with a flippy screen that can give you similar quality as the D7000, then I will highly suggest you check out the D5100. It does the job. It's amazing. I mean, having it in my hands, it doesn't feel like something that is mind-blowing, but I guess if ever you do get some great lenses, you're going to get some amazing quality out of it. They both do have autofocus system. They are not very great compared to today's standard. They are not amazing. I mean, they are no means or by any chance the best out of the market. I'm not gonna say it's the best autofocus out there. So if you are someone that relies on continuous autofocus for sports, fast moving subjects and all that, I don't think these cameras are meant for you. Maybe you should look somewhere else. They are both a working great camera, and they are also affordable in today's standard. So if ever you want to get it, I think you should also consider the type of work that you do. If you're a hobbyist, I think this one will do the job very much well for you, especially if you deal with videos and vlogs and a little bit of YouTube type of videos like what I'm doing. But if you're a pro photographer, someone who is up studio type of guy, then I think this will do the job just fine, as long as you got some amazing lenses to pair with it. I mean, they are both old, they both do the job. They're nothing really crazy. So yes, guys, thank you very much for coming. I'm not sure if you do have any questions based on these two cameras. List it in the comment section. I spent tens of money trying to get these two cameras for you guys to see the review. So if you are new, kindly do me a favor, hit on the subscribe button, like the video as well. It will really help me a lot, and I really appreciate the love and you coming to my channel. So thank you guys for coming. I guess I'll see you guys in another one. Stay safe. Peace.